to the vlog. It's the second vlog that's going on today because I'm just trying to get up there or whatnot. But it's a story time. So basically what story I am finna tell is about it's like, it was 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade. But I need to be writing the names down because I'm gonna end up saying their name. So hold on, give me a minute. Okay, so I got the names right here. So basically it's a story time about 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade, and the names are right here. We got my crush, Hourglass, Tinker, and the other girl, because I forgot the other girl name, so I didn't know how to put her, but I was just saying the other girl, that's her name in the story. Okay, so basically how it all happened, I came into class. We're gonna say my teacher name was what's a good teacher? Okay, Fave. Okay, let's call her Fave because she was my favorite teacher back then. Okay, so then we're gonna call my other teacher back in 3rd grade Worst, because no, her name is Miss Worst, because I did not like her. Okay, so Miss Fave, I had a class with her, and like the first day of school I was really just like shy and whatnot. I was not like ready to go to that class at all. Like I literally told my mama in the car that I did not want to go up in there by myself. So basically what had happened was I came in the classroom and just everybody, you know how like everybody stared at you. So a lot of people were staring at me, and my crush looked at me, and I did not know he was gonna be my crush at the time. I thought he was gonna be my little friend boy. And so, but mind you, everybody in that class had a little crush on him. It was Hourglass and Tinker and the other girl. We all had the same class together. Me, Hourglass, Tinker, and the other girl became friend group. So basically we was in that friend group, and we would always be like talking about my crush at the table. Mind you, nobody knew this whole story time. Nobody knew I had a crush on him. Nobody knew. Okay, so I used to hang with his homeboy. I used to be friends with his homeboy, and his other homeboy that we don't see no more, I was friends with him too. So old dude was literally like in the classroom, he would always stare at me, like literally always stare at me, like stare me in my soul type shit. And so when that happened, Fave had paired us together with each other and was like, y'all be partners. She knew me very well. She knew I had a crush on this boy because she pulled me from the side at recess and was like, do you got a crush on my crush? So I said, yes I do, but I don't want everybody to know that, so can you keep it secret? Mind you, she keep a lot of secrets. So we literally was in a classroom. She paired us up with each other, and I did not want to work with him even though that was my crush. But I did not want to work with him. I literally was like disgusted by him. Like I had to act like I did not like that boy because all my friend group liked them, and I was the type of girl, if my friends liked you, I'm not gonna like you. So when that happened, I was just like, bruh, I do not want to be paired with this boy. This boy got cooties. I literally told him he had cooties back in the 3rd grade. I literally said this because I did not want to work with him, literally. So, but Miss Fave kept on letting us partner with each other. We got our work done. We participated in the program, and like we got an A. Yay. So after that, it was this test that we had to do. This test that we had to do was what test did we have to do? We had to do some spelling bee. It was a spelling bee, but it was a spelling test. So the spelling test spell as I'm like, duh, Jordan, duh. So after that, me and this dude locked eye contact, like literally, like, you know them little folders that they be having in school, like in elementary school, and they like block off like that little boards and stuff like that. That's what we had. So mind you, I'm at this end, he at the other end of the other table. So we like this. So we looking at each other while we're taking the test and all, and he's just locking eye contact with me. Mind you, it's a timer rolling to see how fast we can spell these words and turn it in like that. We locking eye contact, literally. That's all me and dude doing. So I turn around, mind you, I had this look little tickle in my throat. And I started coughing, and like, you know, COVID wasn't back then, but everybody would look at me and they'd be like, you okay? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. And I always cough, and like when I got around him, I was always like holding my breath around him, because I did not want, if I breathed in air, it would start tickling that part that was really tickling, and I had to cough it out. So literally, I was holding my breath with this boy like for a long time and stuff like that, and we would always play. I would always like literally bully this boy. Like when I tell you bully this boy, that was the only time like I literally, like, that's what I do now. Like I will bully a nigga, and that will literally let him know that I like him. And I bully everybody, but that don't mean I like you. It's just, I just be talking, you know? And so after that, we was literally on the playground. I used to push him down the steps. I used to push him down the slide. He used to follow me everywhere. And it was just a lot going on at the time. And really, he did not know that I had a crush on him at all. So, let's get to school finna let out. So, school finna let out, and we just talking to each other, and we just like, you know, da-da-da-da. So, I asked him, I found this out, like, at the end of the semester. But mind you, Day was at school. It was Hourglass, Tinker, and the other girl. And we was all in this group, da-da-da. But they separated from me. But mind you, I was kind of close to him because I used to bully him like crazy. And he used to bully me too. And we was just like connecting, like literally. Because I didn't take none of the shit that he said seriously. So, me and my crush, we would talk, and we would just really talk. So I brought up the thing, and I was like, yo, do you like Hourglass? He was like, not really. Like, I don't like Hourglass like that. I really don't like her like that. So I'm like, oh, okay, alright. I'm like, why he don't like her? Like, she built like an hourglass. Like, literally no bad thing about an hourglass. She was just curvy. Like, she was real curvy back in 3rd grade. So when that happened, we went to my worst teacher, Miss Worst, and we was up in her class. It was his cousin, and then his homeboy was in the class, and we was just talking, and his cousin was like, hey, Jordan, your crush like you. I was like, boy, you lying. Like, you lying through them teeth, boy, you lying. So I'm literally telling him he lied. He pulled me to the side and told me, because it was Tinker, Hourglass, and the other girl that was literally sitting right there. And so we was basically like over there. I said, no, you lying. Like, you literally lying. Like, I'm gonna have to hear that from his mouth. So mind you, no talking about me when I say this. But mind you, back in that grade, everybody was flying with Androids, LGs, and some more. I think I had a LG at the time. I had an LG back then. And so I did not want him to know that. I did not want him to know that at all. But everybody knew I had an Android, but I didn't like carrying it to school. But you know, they was always taking up phones at school, because they was like, phones are not allowed at elementary schools and so much. So basically, I was literally like, okay. And so I left my stuff at home. Nobody knew that I had an Android, so a LG, whatever you want to call it. So after that, I was literally talking to him. Like, school is out now. I was literally talking to him over the summer. Not yet. So I keep messing up. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this out in the video though. Okay, so basically, before we got let out, I told the other girl to give my crush my number. It was like, but mind you, the girl had a crush on him, so I really didn't think she was gonna give it to him that fast. But she found out that my crush did not like her, and so that's when she gave it to him. So I gave her my mama's number, and so she gave it to dude. So when she gave it to my crush, my mama got the notification on her phone. Mind you, she had a Samsung too. On her phone, and she was like, she called me up in there. She was like, Jordan, and I was like, ma'am, and she was like, who is this? So it basically said, this is my crush. Is this Jordan? And so I was like, oh. So mind you, I had to be sneaky because I could not have a boyfriend at that time, and I couldn't have no boy number. And my mama was like, you don't supposed to be having no boy's number. Like, why you giving my number out so you can get a boyfriend or whatnot? You need to be focused on them books. You know what them black folks say, them books. So, I was focused on my books too, but I really liked this boy and I wanted to give us a shot. So basically, we was literally there one night, and my cousin had came over, Tisha had came over, and she needed her hair blow dried. So my mama had a blow dry, and she helped her blow dry her hair. So mind you, I was being sneaky or whatever, and I went up in there and got her phone. So mind you, I don't think she had no password on her phone at all. She didn't have no type of password or nothing. So I went up in there. I think it was on her bed. I went up in there and got it. Went through her messages, saw it, and then I tapped it in. Mind you, no hate. I had a Samsung tablet. No, I didn't have no phone. I had a Samsung tablet, but I didn't carry it to school because it wasn't a phone. Yeah, that's what I had. So I put it into my Samsung on text now. No hate, and I quote, no hate. So I put it into that, right? And so when I put it into that, I texted him and I said, this is Jordan. So over the time, I was literally scared because he asked me what Jordan, I never text back. Like, after school was out, I never text back to him saying what Jordan it was. So basically, my mama had went to Walmart, right? And we used to have a telephone, right? And I went up in there and I dialed his number and whatnot, and I called it. I let it ring. And then he was like, hello? And I was like, no. And I hung up. And I got scared because I was really trying to figure out, was this actually him? Or was it just a fake person trying to be him? So when I heard his voice, I was like, oh snap, this actually him. So next thing you know, I get nervous. So I went into the front room. Mind you, my mama's still at Walmart getting groceries and some more. I run to the front room. I get my tablet, get the cover, put on a movie. So I'm making sure my tablet just set up good at one night. And I'm trying to figure out what to text first. I'm trying to figure out what to text first to this dude and everything. Like, what I'm supposed to text him. This is my first time texting him. So I texted him. I said, hey. He said, who's this? I said, Jordan Metcalf. And he was like, oh, you that girl that I went to school with? I was like, yeah. And so he was like, hey, and whatnot. We started off the conversation from there. So after that, when we had the conversation from there, I had asked him, we literally, that's what I liked about elementary. You go right to the situation. You don't sit here, you don't talk. You be like, who is your crush? If I'm not your crush, I'm gonna stop texting you, type stuff. That's how I was. I don't know how everybody else was, but that's how I was. So literally, my crush texted me and was like, he just got on to the problem. He was just like, who you got a crush on? And I was like, who you got a crush on? He was like, nah, I asked you first. I used to hate when people be saying that because why is you asking that? If I'm asking you, ladies go first. No. Dang. Okay, now I get it. Okay. So, basically, when that happened, dude, I texted, I said, Y, sin, O, sin, U, sin. I was doing a lot. I was really doing a lot back then. I could have just said you and just left it to him and see if he liked him or not, but he did. So, after that, I said, who you like? He said, oh, I like you. And I was like, for how long? He said, when I saw he liked me. I said, when? He said, I've been liking you for a long time now. I said, oh, I thought you used to like Hourglass. He said, no, I don't like her. And I said, did you not date Hourglass? And he was like, no, I didn't date Hourglass. I was like, oh, okay. So then I asked him, did he like other girl? He said, no, I don't like other girl. And I said, oh, okay. So then we just started texting, dating. Like, literally like that, we just dating. So we was dating. And mind you, my dad was literally, like, my mama used to be at work all the time. And my dad used to be here over the summer, really. And my mama used to, too. But, like, at the same time, she was working a lot. Because she had, like, 3 kids. So she had to, like, be on her boss girl stuff. So when that happened, my dad, like, we literally, I remember where we went to. I went to Little Caesars, right? And I was smiling. My dad had said, do you want to go to Little Caesars and pick up this pizza for you and your brothers? I said, yes. So mind you, I carried my tablet with me, knowing damn well I was not finna have no internet or nothing. So when that happened, I was literally like, I went there and I was just smiling through the window, being a little girl or whatnot, just smiling. And so my dad was like, what you smiling for? What got you all happy? I said, nothing. It's just, I'm just like, I woke up in a good mood on the right side of the bed. And I'm just like really in a happy mood. So when I got back to the house, I literally was writing my diary. You know, like girls have diaries for days. I had 3 of them. I have 3 of them about a lot of stories. So I write them down. I write all the stuff down, like, dear diary, me and my crush is dating. Like, I'm so excited. To my future self, love Jordan. Like, you know, stuff like that. So basically, what I was literally doing that, and dude, he really liked me. So I was telling him like how much I liked him and wanted him and da da da. Not wanting him like that, but you know, like, I wanted him forever. I wanted him to be my future husband. But now, no, I'm good. So dude was literally like, I like you so much. And we was just sitting, and you know, both of us had an Android, so we couldn't FaceTime. But when I tell you, we used to be on the phone a long time. Like, literally, we would be asking each other questions and some more, and a lot. And I was just really hooked onto that boy back in elementary school. So, mind you, school finna start. So, when school finna start, I'm like, I'm scared. I do not want nobody to know I dated this dude at all. Like, I literally didn't know. I did not know his homeboys knew about us dating that whole summer, nor his cousin. So, I broke up with my crush. Call me an idiot, I don't care. I just did not want nobody knowing that I dated that dude. So, I broke up with him, right? And I had to make up a whole story. When I say a whole story, I literally, like, when I tell you I like this dude, I really liked this dude. So, I went on and I told him, I said, my ex want me back. He said, I literally made up a whole story. I said, my ex, Alex, mind you, I never dated a nigga with an A. I never dated a dude with an A at all. Literally at all. So, basically, I was just like, this dude, I'm gonna have to break up with him. So I said, my ex-boyfriend, Alex, he texted me, he said, but okay, so basically, I told him, and I was just like, my ex-boyfriend Alex, he texted me, he said he wanted me back. So he was just like, okay, like, he let me go freely. He was just like, okay, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I'm sorry if I didn't treat you right or didn't treat you like you wanted to be. And I was like, you treated me good. But, you know, like, I had to act like I wanted to break up with him for real, because I didn't want him to think it was his fault. It was none of our fault. We was really just like this on communication. Like, I ain't gonna count. We didn't have to break up if I wasn't so scared. I feel like we would still be together. Well, I'm gonna have to think about that little word. But I don't think we would be still together in high school. But I feel like we would have been together until 5th grade year, and then would have broke up before 6th grade year. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So basically, we went to school. No, let me tell y'all about this open house. So went to the open house, right? Me and my mama. So we walking through. I see him. I see my crush. I looks at him, and I look back at my mom, and I start like, oh my gosh. And mind you, around that time, my mama was cool with me having a boyfriend at that time, because she knew like 4th grade year, you're gonna have a little woo-woo, and you gonna want a little woo-woo, because everybody gonna start dating at that time of year anyways. So I said, I had told her, I said, bruh, da da da. So I went to my homeroom teacher, and I went to Miss Eminem. I love Miss Eminem. I love her to death. So I went to Miss Eminem class. That was my homeroom teacher. She was very chocolate, like some M&Ms, and she literally had candy sitting on the tables and assigned seats to everybody. So mine was by the door, but you know me being nosy, I walked around the whole table, the whole classroom, to see who all I had a homeroom class with. So I walked around, I see his homeboy. I'm like, okay, he ain't in here. I looked across from the desk that's like narrow this way, and it says my crush name on it. I'm like, I got a homeroom class with him again this year? Like, be so for real. So when that happened, I was like, bro, be so for real right now. Like, I really don't have no homeroom class with this boy. So had a homeroom class with him. School starts, like right on the dot. School starts. This boy literally, like 2 weeks after the school has continued, that 2nd week, he was hitting me with books. Literally, that nigga was hitting me with books, trying to flirt so hard. Mind you, like he had his little cut, he had little braids and shit like that, and some more. And literally, that's what I literally told him to get. In the summer, I literally told him to braid his hair, and that time when he came out to school, he braided his hair. And I was like, bro, what? And I hate when dudes be doing that. When you tell them to do something about their hair, they end up doing it after y'all break up, and that be making y'all feel bad. That be making me feel bad. So don't do that shit, cause I done had this shit happen to me like twice, literally. So dude, he was just hitting me with books, and I came around and smacked him with that big old owl book. You know, the ones we got this year, the big old scientist owl books. They had them back then in that library, and I smacked him with one of them because it was on Miss Eminem's shelf, and I grabbed it and I smacked it. That was the hardest book that was open there, and I smacked him with it. And so Miss Eminem came up in there, and you know that I was the child that all my teachers really liked it. They sent me to the office to give them letters, notes, and they literally trust me to walk the halls knowing I'm not gonna do nothing. And I'm still like that to this day, because I don't get in no trouble, but never been to ISIS or nothing. So after that, we had went to, I'm trying to see where I gotta cut this video, because basically right after that, we had talked about the situation about us dating, when we had dated, and we literally was just like, there was some good ass times, and it was literally, it was some good times back then. And so when that had happened, we did a lot of things them years, but really, to be honest, I don't know how we stopped talking until the next grade year, but I'm gonna tell y'all about next 5th grade year in another whole video. Like, I'm gonna literally let y'all know about that story time. Like, I got a lot of story times for y'all, but we are done with the story time, and literally I hope y'all guys like the story time, and y'all know a little bit about me now. So I hope y'all like it. I hope y'all subscribe, and I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And it's 2 videos coming out on the same, well, 2 days. It's probably gonna be Wednesday or Thursday, one of them. But I'm gonna let y'all have it. So hope y'all like, comment, subscribe, and all the other little stuff. So pray before y'all go to bed though. Bye.